Inside the Playbook, the show where we break down the strategy behind the scoreboard. Today we're diving deep into the X's and O's of football, from explosive offensive formations to aggressive defensive schemes and the art of play calling. Joining us today is Coach Higgins, a seasoned football coach with years of experience designing game plans and developing players. He is a four-time Alabama State champion. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Coach, let's get started on the offense side of the ball. One of the most traditional looks in the football is the wing T formation. What makes the formation so effective?
I just love the wing T offense. It's been something I got introduced to in 1994 at Desher High School and been running it ever since. And it's the ability to use a lot of misdirection, making teams think you're going one way and the ball's going the other way. And it takes 11 players doing their job, doing exactly right. Everybody's counted on to do things perfectly.
The game has evolved a lot. Teams at every level are using the shotgun and spread offense. What advantages does lining up in shotgun give a quarterback?
It allows the quarterback to have more time to be able to be away from the defense, to use his legs a lot of times to scramble around and make plays. It's something that's used a lot in football nowadays.
How about the pro set? Some people call it balance. What makes it so versatile?
Well, balance is very important. It's just vital to have a good offense that you got to be able to run it sometimes, throw it sometimes, keep the defense where they don't know what's coming. So when they're looking for you to run it, you need to throw. When they're looking for you to throw, you need to run. You need to be very balanced and unpredictable.
Let's move on to the defensive side of the ball. Some people say defense wins championship. Let's talk about the 4-3 defense. Why has it been such a staple in football for decades?
It's such a strong defense because you got 7 guys inside the run box that it keeps defenses from just lining up and be able to run the football. And you can use 4 defensive linemen at one time on the field, which a lot of times you have really good big guys that you can put out there to stop the run. The 3 linebacker can be very versatile. They could blitz sometimes. They could drop into coverage. They could help on the run and on the pass.
On the flip side, what makes the 3-4 defense appealing?
I really like the 3-4. It allows more versatility with your defense. You can a lot of times slant different ways and line guys up in a lot of different positions. You can blitz from very different angles. A lot of guys can blitz from different spots. It allows you to use your safeties a lot in the run game. Really like the 3-4 defense.
We also hear about the nickel defense constantly, especially against pass-heavy teams. When do you typically go to the nickel?
You're exactly right. On the pass-heavy teams, you want to get an extra defensive back in there. They're the guys that help cover the receivers going out, and they're really good at making plays on passes. So you see a team maybe in a passing situation, 3rd and long, that they're going to go for it, put your nickel defense in the game.
And cover scheme. Let's break down something simple like cover 2. What's the philosophy behind it?
Cover 2 involves having 2 deep safeties on each hash of the field. You have the 2 cornerbacks, they'll play the flats. The 2 safeties play the deep part of the field. You can also give them a lot of different looks with the cover 2. Take one guy, roll him down, take the other guy and blitz him, or you can cover the field and let all 4 guys drop back deep. So you're able to give the offense a variety of different looks.
Coach, formations are one thing, but play calling is an art. What's going through your mind before calling a play?
You have to think about the situation in the game, the down and distance, where the ball's at. Is it on the hash? Is it in the middle of the field? Are you in plus territory? Are you backed up in your own territory? Is the game nearing the halftime or the end of the game? Do you have a lead where you need to run the clock, run the ball out, or are you behind? So there's a lot goes into play calling.
How do you balance being aggressive versus playing it safe?
Well, we're always going to be aggressive when it makes sense to try to make a big play. There's sometimes though when you just need to run the clock, run the ball in the game when you got a chance to win. So whatever's best gives us the best opportunity to win. But we're going to have an aggressive mindset in everything we do. We want to play to win the game.
What's one common misconceptions that fans have about play calling?
Well, a lot of fans think it's very easy. They just think, well, why don't you just throw it to this person or hand it off to this person? But it's really a lot harder than that. There's a lot goes into it. You have to know what the defense is doing. You have to understand your personnel, your people, what they do well, what they don't do well. And so my wife, she'll sit at home and question every call that doesn't go good. which is very easy to do, but it's really a lot harder than people think.
Coach, before we wrap up, what advice would you give to young players trying to understand the game beyond just their position?
I would say just watch as much football as you can. Try to learn everything you can. It's always good to find a good book to read, something that can help you gain knowledge in any area. It doesn't matter if it's not your position, just if you're trying to learn the game, to get as much knowledge as you can. Watch ESPN, where they break down some of the offenses and the defenses and add more knowledge. And what a lot of people don't understand is sports in general, it's a mental game. So the more knowledge you can have, the more you can help yourself be successful.
That's going to do it for today's episode of Inside the Playbook. Huge thanks to Coach Higgins for breaking down offensive formations like the wing T and spread, defensive schemes like the 4-3 and nickel, and giving us insight into the chess matches play calling. Until next time, study the film, trust the process. We'll see you in between the lines.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me on the show.